Alright, now, for those who, I don't know if you want to move on or if you want to stay, I'm going to talk something that I'm really not comfortable, less comfortable talking about. Alright, is this ludicrous device of mine. By the way, that would be one of the voice recorders we used. Loath to say it, for the new people who came in, I am the biggest critic of what I'm going to talk about next. Alright, I went into this to disprove it completely and to shut everybody up as a gimmick. Unfortunately, I had a couple of interesting things and I'm putting it forward, you can't even tell I'm stressing this enough times, putting it forward as entertainment, alright? Because it cannot be taken as credible evidence because of the way it works. For those who follow the paranormal on the internet, you will see on YouTube there are a lot of things about a ghost box, alright? Not Frank's box, that's different. Ghost box or the Radio Hack Shack, alright? It's a ludicrous device. It's this, alright? This is a radio from Radio Shack. You turn it on, it should. What you've done is you've disabled it from hitting any station. So it's running up and down the radio, AM radio band. Yeah, scan it basically. And it's using white noise and it's using pink noise. That one's not scanned anymore, it's got a problem with it. Silly little device, alright? The reason why I won't put it forward as evidence is because you've already tainted it, because you've got radio snippets, alright? The way our brain works is you hear something and you think it's an answer to your question. Right. Okay. Came in here one night. I'm standing there going, yep, go on, because one of my teammates wanted to try it out. So I put it up my forum. We will run it for 6 months. I'm going to actually ask you to stop taping for this one because the reason being, I don't want to say that, that's my credibility gone as it goes anyway. So for that one I always say, please don't. I don't mind the other ones, but it's like, because I'm very touchy, I'm looking stupid. Alright, we ran it for the first time in the jail. What better place to run it than here when we've been researching for 8 years? First time, I just finished with a tour. I had gone to the toilet, a bit too much information there. My team had set it up on the staircase that goes, just as you came through the doors, into the jail area itself. It's an old metal staircase that goes up to the governor's quarters. That's where we had it. Next minute I heard Anna, who's just outside the door there, come running up to me and say, oh my God, you won't know what it just said. She said they turned it on. The first thing it said was, you shouldn't be here. Alright, the second thing it said was, and we shouldn't be having this conversation. Now, to me, I'm going, yeah, alright, that's just radio. You know, so I went out there, hands on hips, going, go on, turn it on. You know that. But yeah, right, go on. So Spills is getting frustrated at this point because it wasn't saying anything and doing anything. So he says to the thing, or to whatever's around, Alison doesn't believe. He says, can you do one thing to try and convince her? He said, can you say her name, Alison? At that point, it stops scanning. You'll hear this clicks. There's like click, 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 click. Because when it goes through a radio station, it clicks. All right, so you know it's scanning. It stopped clicking. It stopped scanning altogether. A male voice came out of it, Alison. Clear as day. Unfortunately, we weren't running an audio recorder at that point, which is still kicking myself for. So I said, all right, that's got me curious. We'll do it. We came in here one night. Same like we did the pool ball experiment. We'd gone off and done that down there, and then we'd come into the new building. New building felt very creepy that night. Now again, normally I come in here and I'm going, there's not much here tonight. This one felt very creepy. We had a couple of things, results, which I will play to you. It was almost conversational. And again, I am not comfortable, but here it is. All right. We didn't hear much at the time until we listened back. We asked it to say, the first thing that really got me was we asked it to say Spill's name. Now, Spilios is his full name. It's a Greek name. It is a very, very rare Greek name, all right? There's different versions of it, but Spilios itself is a Greek name that is rare. Only him and his grandfather have it that he knows of. And if it's said by a Greek radio station, it would be Spilio. It wouldn't have the S in there. So, coincidentally, what are the coincidences of this? You'll hear him asking it to say his name.
Sorry? So just to let us know you're here, can you start by saying one of our names? Please? Can you say Spilios, please?
That's the Spilios. You get the Spilios coming.
Sorry? So just to let us know you're here.
You're in radio chatter, you've got to get used to the radio chatter.
Can you say say Stelios, please? Can you say Stelios, please?
Huge coincidence. All right. Now the theory behind it is that somehow they should manage to stop it on a word that wants to be said. Theory. Okay, that was one of the ones that got me curious because of the huge coincidence. Again, I'll not put it forward as anything more than interesting. Then we started to get key. We'll play a couple of them. Key. We were sitting around. We wanted confirmation we're not wasting our time talking to a radio. All right. So Spills held up my gel keys. We were sitting out there and says basically this. Again, it's hard because you're not used to the radio noises, so if you're accustomed to those, I can get it to play even better. Yeah.
You guys tell me what I'm holding my hand. Of course.
And something says key.
Thank you.
Can you hear that one going on?
You guys tell me what I'm holding my hand. Of course. Thank you.
You can hear that little noise.
You guys tell me what I'm holding my hand.
Lady saying my name, I think I've cut this off. Unfortunately, it's cut it off very short on the end. Again, with tinny speakers, they're not clear. You have headphones on, they're very, very crystal clear. That one actually doesn't even sound like it's coming out of the box. It's almost hauntingly coming through the block. When you hear it, it's like a yes, Alison, like that, after I ask it to say my name. Again, coincidence. At the end of it, we say, there's a lot more, by the way, it's almost conversational. We asked it, do you want a cigarette? Because we had trigger objects. We don't need them, is what it says. So the last one is this one. We're saying goodbye.
Cheers.
And you'll get a little old man going, Alison.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Do you have it with you?
What, the thing?
Yeah.
That's the ludicrous little item which I will...
Can you put it?
It doesn't, it wouldn't, it just silly. It's not the same one we've got those on. But basically that's how it works. It runs through all the channels. It's ludicrous. And I am, as I say, I cannot stress enough how much I hate this thing. The other interesting thing is that night was almost conversational. I'm sitting by the door there, all right, the door opens behind me on its own, pushes the brick open and everything's here at grating. I'm not going to play it because obviously you need to get up and do other things, but you can hear a man's voice before they're going to get out. The door actually opens. All right. There's another one where I'm sitting there and I'm not getting up and freaking out about it. He's jumped up to go. I'm going, calm down, it's all right, don't get panicked because it was his first time. And you've got that same female voice going, get up. Like that, because I wasn't getting up. It was almost conversational. That one night, we have run it in here. That was November, by the way. I have run it in here every tour. I have run it in here every time we come in here. Nothing. All right? If my interest in it is because if it was me getting snippets and my brain putting the snippets to the questions, it should be happening more often. I should be getting that all the time, all right? It's what we call pareidolia. Now, it's not. It was one off there. We did another one in Borough where we had almost conversation. It's giving us dates and everything. So that I'm less comfortable with, and I certainly won't be putting it out there because it's not evidence at all. It's more just for your interest because no doubt everybody's read about it on the internet. The EVPs, the natural EVPs, I'm a lot more interested in. So that's kind of some of the work we do with voices and things like that. I think as they're all going now I have the Dexter theme on mine. It's like, that's not mine.